Welcome guys in the Premier Tourney Week 3. I'm all alone on this commentating, so you have to hear my voice for a lot of time, unfortunately. And my Italian accent too, so it will be funny. And today we have BBG and Team Flame Chaser in this matchup. They already played in the previous week. Big Back Gaming won their first matchup. And unfortunately, the Flame Chasers didn't make it to make that 1 point on their group. We already saw both of these teams, and even though Flame Chasers lost their matchup, they still tried their best and put up a great show. And Big Bang Gaming pulled off a great game against Eclipsed. So we can expect great stuff from both of these teams. So for today, the voices in my head tells me what do I expect. I would expect something more experimenting, maybe. Only because it's the group, maybe from the Big Bad Gaming. I can expect some more of experimenting, consider they already secured a point on their group. And for the Flame Chasers, I think they will play the safest way possible, only to get the point needed to continue on this bracket. Hi Sebi. So it will be fun. It will be a funny match, in my opinion. So Big Bad Gaming won their coin flip, and they decided to pick a map. So, and the Flame Chasers decided to ban Hospital and Dance Factory. So both there are small maps to play in, and Hospital can be hard for the Hunter side to play to play in. So it's better to ban only to maybe they practice that. Maybe they practice that and it will be hard for the Hunter to play in without practicing in depth. And Big Bad Games decided to pick Ever Sleeping Town, a classic pick in my opinion for the maps, because it's really good for both sides. I might say even for the Hunter side, it's pretty good because there's spot to staff rescues, and for the other side, the survivors can have great cypher layouts. So it's still pretty good. And the Flame Chaser decided to start with the Hunter faction. It's classic to see. We are used to see the team that choose the map, they choose the faction to start with the Hunter, because it puts less pressure on them, because they don't have a set result to do. And it's more, and they can play, and it's just they have to do their best instead. So it's pretty good. Do we have a clip of Fayav being terror shocked? Let's hope so. I hope to see on TikTok or something. We are surely entering the We are surely entering the bumping phase. Let's see what they can do. It's the starting lineup for both team is Morphe, Thief, Rapid, Jojo, and for Hunter Styles for Big Bag Gaming, and for the Flame Chaser it's gonna be Ava, Lel, Murphy, and Ceres, and for the Hunter Elvin. And we are entering the bumping phase now. Let's see what they do. Mechanic Antiquarian. It's pretty good. It's still pretty good because Antiquarian is can support really well, and Mechanic just secures those dice needed. And they let the Seer open and the Priestess open, but they still didn't pick them. Magician and Professor. It's they are kinda popular right now in IVL 2. Professor, if he secures that spike, it will be. It's insanely good, and Magician it's still pretty good. Then they banned Novelist, another time saver, and they picked the Gatekeeper. It's pretty strong as a survivor right now. Is one of the with FO, they are really good together. They banned Archer, that she's popular. She's popular too. Because of that time saver that she can do, some pressure, some harassing too. So it's really good. And the last pick is gonna be Psychologist. She's in this comp. She works well. She works well with the Professor, the Magician. And she can kite too, and she has the stress. To secure at least a 60-second kite if they do correct everything. Let me check. Cons, are you Ian there? For Seb, yes. For anyone else, no. I kinda don't. Maybe for Nico. Maybe for another person, Nico, but not for the others. I want to say hi to Eva, that is in the chat too. Good luck with your matchup. So in this one, they can try to go with at least a full kite. And maybe everyone else with borrow time, because after the pop they still can secure tide, and we will see a Clerk round 1. I don't know into this comp. She's good because she can trigger the chip damage on the Professor to avoid the spike. But he still has a little shield. Psychologist and Magician can secure good kites against her. So I don't know about this pick right now. The builds are Flywheel and Borrow Time with Professor, Magician with Tide and Knee Jerk, Psychologist with Borrow Time and Knee Jerk 2, and Gatekeeper with Borrow Time and Tide. I like the Magician with Tide and Knee Jerk, and considering he has the one that can work as a Flywheel too, bringing Knee Jerk is the best option in my opinion. And these spawns are good you secure to find the shield of the professor down, and the hunter spawns up there. He can kite maybe the magician and press through the middle, but he's still because he can secure to work with graveyard, but she still can record, and that's really good. He needs to use the resources of this comp, because if the Gravekeeper remains with the shovels in the end game, it will be really hard for him, and the magician to use the stress of the psychologist. We are entering round 1 first half. The Flame Chasers Hunter against Big Bad Gaming Survivors. Good luck to both teams and have fun in the main as the main thing. We are going in middle, looking at the Cypher of Graveyard and going to kite this psychologist actually. So we starting the Cypher at Dancing Asia and miss the swing on the window. Secures the first hit actually, pretty good for the clerk here. Gets the pallet breaking recording too, so kiting the island will be a little bit more harder for the psychologist. Secures the second hit on the psychologist, dropping both pallets, destroying one with the main body, and maybe the second one did the recording, yeah, and secures the down after the stress ended. So Iceland was used up, and I think 11-2. So it's not that good for the survivors. The Cypers are a bit behind. Both of them, it's 50 likely, and she can pressure them. She can pressure them too. Didn't secure that free rescue, but gets the hit on the Gravekeeper. So he returns in the shovel to avoid the double down. Still pressuring the Cypers of the survivors. So we have a Cyper at 59% still, and this looking good for this clerk. This magician is going in. Avoided the recording, so the Cyper won't be blocked. I think the Gravekeeper avoid that too. They need to watch out for this now. The magician is to go in and secure the second tide of the game. Gets the rescue, but with an hit, got stuck in the clerk. So now she's just gonna go down and return in the manor shortly. Stays under the tram to buy some more time for the survivors, and gets land, so they can have this time to decode the Cypers, but the professor gets the recording gone, and the magician and the Gravekeeper is gonna reset. And we have still one Cyper to do. The Cyber corner house is close to be done. Is close to be done, and the correct thing to do here was just resetting. Don't have tinnitus here, so it's pretty good. The Cyber in middle is yet to be finished. It just like it can be touched and it will finish. So they can finish that Cyber surely. Going into the magician that F3 wants to work with, so it's still pretty good for them for this magician to kite because they all have the resources to work with in this end game. Finishes the middle Cyper, and they have spread Cypers too, trying to finishing the graveyard Cypers, the graveyard Cyper. I didn't like them. Maybe someone no, the Cypers are close there, so they need to try to get that Cyper in graveyard. Still pressure that. Beautiful work from the clerk here. So now the magician has to rotate out to secure that she doesn't disrupt the Cypers with the body tool. Goes into corner house that there isn't the basement too, so he can stay here. Blink is up. Blink is still up. Didn't use it for the whole game. Block the Cyper. Missing the blink actually, and that's pretty good for the survivors here. Switch straight. Didn't get the recording on the Gatekeeper, and this is huge for the survivors here. Gets the recording there. Pallet stun. A little bit of lag, maybe? Okay, no, I'm lagging. Never mind. Secure the down, but the Cyper is primed. They need to not get this Cyper too primed to avoid the clerk to pop it, but she doesn't have any decoding thingy. She knows that the Cyper is primed. Use the shovel to secure the rescue. Tries to pop it, but didn't make it because the professor did a good job to not make that Cyper too primed. Secure the rescue. And oh, the magician doesn't have borrow time. No recovery. Doesn't pop it for good thing for the survivors. But he didn't secure that body block they needed. Maybe it was better to instead to go down for the drop down, maybe to go for the window instead. It's easier to secure the body block. Still tries but doesn't make it. So this magician is returning in the manor. Teleport is up and 2 survivors against clerk in this end game. This is not looking good for the survivors here. Gets the spot out of the professor. Goes for him, and she can still pressure. The exit gate. The gatekeeper starts the other gate. The professor is gonna kite this. He has the spikes to work with. goes here, secures the tram, and gets another recording. The gatekeeper has the shovel to work with, just waiting for this professor to go down. He has flywheel, so he can avoid this hit. Yeah, but the pallets are dropped. So and he didn't make it to those pallets. So now the gatekeeper has to remain in middle. I think he's gonna drop him near the middle, only to make some more pressure. Yeah. The gray keeper is there. Have the shovel to work with. The professor has to wait a little bit to get up, but the tension is ending shortly. So this is really, really good for the survivors because they have to secure at least a one escape here. And if she is able to secure this down with the tension, she bought a little bit of more time. The professor remain in the spot of corner house and try to get a wider route. They have the dungeon location too. The gatekeeper waits to get up. So now it's all about finding this professor and securing the down quickly. A bit quickly. Estinitis. Red light trick, and she spotted him. Beautiful spy from the professor here. Buys a little bit of more time. After recording of the pallet, the professor doesn't have self-heal to work with. So this looks like from probably from a probable tide to 4K if this gravekeeper can't kite enough for the professors to bleed out. Blocks the window. Beautiful play from the clerk, and he will going down. They can't really do much, so I think they will surrender shortly. This was well played from the clerk here, and unfortunately for the survivors they didn't be able to secure that body block that will be really good for them to make the pop at least good. Again, I think the best thing to do was to, instead of going for the drop down at the right of corners, go instead for the window, because it's easier to secure a body block there instead of the drop down. So that error too, and in the second one they played with the luck basically, because if they tried to maybe do the rescue and pop, that will be a little bit more better, only because you can secure the pop a little bit earlier, but still it was hard to recover after that. That was really well played from the clerk too. Still pressure really well the Cypress, even though she was a little bit behind maybe with those Cypers, and secured the kill needed on the magician before the pop. Like, that was the win condition for her, and she was able to secure that. Let's see if the Big Bang Gaming Hunter can tie the things up on this round one. Let me check what you said. It wasn't a 25 minutes Clerk in play, and I don't know about the Hunter Flerk. I'm gonna be 100% sincere with you, Seb. But that was still a long match, maybe 8 minutes, 9 minutes. So, yeah. Yes, the patrol of the hunter was perfect. Like that patrol on the professor was perfectly done, and I might say even on the grave, even though it was a little bit easier. But that patrol on the professor was really good for him to find him there, and tries to red light trick him too. So it was perfect. Yeah, that was our moment actually. It's not a surprise pick though. He's a S badge, so that could be expected, no? Oh, you can't hear me very well? Wait. I might have... Let me turn up the thing. Okay, now I think it's a bit better to do. I think it's a bit better. Let me... tell me, y'all, if you hear me well. We entered the bumping phase in the meantime. Sierra Antiquarian Bank, classic ones, and Puppeteer Magician. Two tanky survivors. They are strong, buys time for free. Doesn't have any debuff on decoding too, so it's still really good. Banning the first officer, so it's kinda hinting maybe an IDV. Or an ID pick, because first officer is more used to be banned by IVs. Gravekeeper pick, like I said before, really good. Is so popular right now. Coordinator, one of my favorite characters, because she's a flare gun. If she does that correctly, she buys a lot of time, and she still have some vaulting buff that some vaulting and kiting buff, so it's really good. The Hunter of Stars is Big Bad Gaming. The Hunter of Stars is what the hell? The Hunter of Big Bad Gaming is the Stylist. I was saying, another pick is Psychologist. I don't like Psychologist and Puppeteer together. I find them a little bit more individual as picks. Like, I don't find them really good together. Only I know there is the healing or remote that can be done to the Puppeteer, but you risk to give out a lot of presence to the Hunter with this tanky comp. They have the wax. Oh, there is a pause. There is a pause in the meantime. For Jelly, the teams are Big Bad Gaming and the Flame Chasers. we are locking in this one. I think they're gonna do a Puppeteer and Gravekeeper with Tide and Borrow. Magician with Knee-Jerk and Knee-Jerk and I think Borrow Time, and the Psychologist with Sui maybe. But the Hunter bring out the Alabalu. Alabalu gameplay is funny to see. Still, I don't. I find him annoying when I kite him. But against this comp, he can do great stuff. Considering the Magician pick, it's kinda not that good against Alabalu. So yeah. I like a Magician, but against Alabalu he kinda struggles, only because the wand doesn't make you like the strong thing of the wand is body block yourself, and then move away with the time boat from the mist attack. Against Alabalu, the mist attack is not that. It's not that long, like the other hunter, because of obvious reasons. But into this comp, he's pretty good. There is the Psychologist and the Puppeteer to buy a little bit of more presence. So, and I think the chase can be, or like the cleric did, go for the psych, or maybe to go for the Puppeteer to bring out another tide. But the Alabalu can struggle a little bit against the Puppeteer, so he needs to watch out. We are entering second half, round 1, Big Bag Gaming Hunter against the Flame Chasers Survivors. Good luck to both teams and have fun. So let's see who's gonna be the chase. Who's the white skin? Pretty. I think it's gonna be the Psychologist, to avoid to getting kited too long by the Puppeteer. The Puppeteer rotated towards Graveyard. I don't know about this. Maybe it was better to go for a Dancing Gauge instead immediately. Mind Gaming on this palette. Drop it too late, and now another Mind Game gets the drop down. Insolence is gonna be triggered soon, so the survivors save their info for later. We have Alabalu with Warp, so it's gonna be a little bit of more pressure for by the Hunter side. Near to secure this second hit, rotate the stage, gets the hit on the second hit on the Psychologist. She's triggered the double surprise, so this is pretty huge for the Alabalu here. Didn't get the flywheel, so she's gonna go in the first chair and in basement too. So again, so they need to get out from this basement, and the Puppeteer is coming in to trigger the first tide. Goes wide with the route to not get too predictive, but there is the trails. Gets the second, gets the third one, secures the Louis there. Let's see if he can secure the second one. Yes, he does, and gets the rescue with the tide. So now the Psychologist only has to focus to get out from that basement. Maybe secure this flywheel. Doesn't get it because of the red stage. now the puppeteer remains there only to avoid to getting stuff maybe from the Alabalu, and he needs to rotate out. The Gravekeeper comes in for the second rescue, I guess, or maybe not, because they want to maybe they want to sell. But I think yeah, the idea is to secure the second tide at least, and to gain some a little bit more time. Gets the shovel out, gets the second hit instantly with the double surprise, and he's gonna get the double down. So it's a double down situation for the survivors. These psychologists has to get out, as to spread out from the gatekeeper a little bit. The only flywheel used for for the psychologist is to get a little bit more closer to this corner, and the psychologist is returning to the manor as we're up to find other survivors, and I think he found the Tinnitus, so he knows where they are, as their aunt. So he sees the Gravekeeper. The Gravekeeper goes down instantly. The puppeteer managed to get in the tram and to get the cheap damage yield, so he can use another thing. Doesn't manage to get the flywheel and still get the terror shock on the rescue. So the magician is going on chair 2, and it's kinda impossible for the survive. No, it's not going on the chair. He wants to pressure the second rescue on this puppeteer. Gets the first leech. Get the second one. He's gonna trigger Lois shortly, maybe. No, it doesn't get it. So it will be a down on this puppeteer, and he needs to return to the magician, but it already looks like a 4K for a big bag gaming side, and this is pretty huge for big bag gaming that secured the draw on round to secure the draw on round 1 and avoid getting give the win to the Flame Chasers. The double down and then the field rescue on the psychologist was pretty huge. She didn't manage to get use of her of flywheel 2, so she had flywheel for nothing kinda. And so the score for now is a 5-5. It's tied the 5-5, and a draw for both teams. Let's see if any team wants to do some substitution. Maybe they have a sub hunter to come in for the round 2 or round 3. So let's see what they can do here, what they will try. This Alabalu did a great work on the chases too. Secured a kind of quick down for a psychologist on the first chase, and then they stuffed. He managed to get the double down and then stuff the rescue of the magician too. So, and they didn't have any advantage from the second tide because he managed to find instantly the Gravekeeper, got the shovel out. He tried to go in the shovel, but he didn't manage to for the red stage. So a little bit of lucky there from the Alabalu side. So it's really good. The Flame Chaser changed Elvin for Mori here. So Mori is the second round and third round hunter for the Flame Chasers. Let's see if Big Bag Gaming wants to do any sub. Yes, they get the 2 substitution. They sub out Morphe for Nessa and Staris for team. So both of them have a second round hunter too, and they have and they changed a survivor that was the Gravekeeper for Nessa instead. So I think they have a sub rescuer main too, and Big Bag Gaming is gonna ban a map now, so they will able to choose the faction to start with, and hi Neru. Thank you, Seb. That said everything I wanted to say. Thank you for stealing my job, I guess. They have now the score tied, so it's gonna happen around 2-2. So this is pretty fun for us to have around 3, almost certain. But I'm going insane alone. I'm kinda going insane. My voices in my head are kinda scary. They're gonna ban hospital. Again, an hospital ban back to back. We need to see what the Flame Chasers gonna decide for the R2 here. I'm trying to guess. Let me guess. It's gonna be Darkwoods. I want to see Darkwoods. More Darkwoods. I want Darkwoods, please. No! Why go with the classic one? It's gonna be Church. Like always. Guys, I know you are really airing the stream. Someone please pick Darkwoods for the love of the game. Please. Be silly. Yeah, I know, I've seen it, but I want to see that more. I want to see more Darkwoods. That's a funny map to see. I want more. They ate hospital, actually. They actually ate hospital. Both of the team ate hospital. So the previous ban of hospital was shared by the other team, so it was kinda good. Guys, just to let you know, this profile picture is just this PNG is just for it's just because I got some new cards of Sylveon. So let me flex this cute Pokemon. This cutie. No Darkwoods for Yukons, get out. Bro, no Darkwoods, it's actually pretty insane. Going in the chat for only for that. This is insane. This is insane work. So we are entering the bumping phase shortly. Big Bad Gaming decided to go with their serfs instead of the Hunter first. So it's gonna be Big Bad Gaming against the Flame Chasers, Hunter. They reminder that they made us about Elvin for Mori and for Big Bad Gaming side, this about Morphe for Nessa and Styles for Team. So both of them did a change, and good luck to both teams in this round too. Let's see what the Hunter decide to ban here. What do you decide? Archer first? No? Maybe a prank? No Archer? Archer? Okay, Archer ban in and the second one is gonna be Fire Investigator. Fire Investigator get a lot of value in Red Church. Still, this may be int for an IV pick because Fire Investigator is getting kinda countered by Finn, considering is Red Church, so there's a lot of spot for the balloon to get a lot of value, blocking Church, blocking Shack. Godkite is getting blocked from the balloons, so this is a good ban. And Archer, we hate Archer. No, I don't hate her. I like her, but for the Hunters, she can be a pain if she's played correctly. So Mechanic and Aeroplanist as the first picks. So we have the scientist of IDV here. Mechanic Aeroplanist. We are only missing the Lanternist. We are missing Prisoner, but we don't want to make that. FO ban, another strong ban from the Survivor here, from the Hunter here. Maybe they can go with Knight. I want to see a Knight, maybe. There is the possibility of that. Two rescues that gets be good, and I predicted that correctly. I'm so good. I'm not biased, by the way. So it's gonna be a Knight pick. This is pretty good for them, actually. The Knight can secure two rescues. If he has Tide too, so he buys a lot of time. There is the Psychologist open too, so they might try to go for Psychologist again into this comp. Yeah, okay, we go with the Psychologist again. If I was the Hunter, I would ban a Psychologist here, only because she can get value from having the Knight and the Psychologist together is really good. They need to avoid the if the bot can make it for the Cypers to be done, that will be insanely good. So this is a strong comp in my opinion. Still really tanky, but this is a close map. Is a close map, so playing someone like Wax and other Hunters that just bypass tankers, it's a bit harder. I think he might go with seeing the ban. It looks like an Ivy. The only ban I don't understand with if you try to bait Ivy is Archer, but she's she can be kinda dangerous even with if you are Ivy. So let's see who's gonna pick here. It's gonna be Ivy. It's gonna be someone else. It's gonna be Sangria. Into this comp, and the map is good. Into this comp, the mechanic kinda struggles, but we saw a matchup near this. We had the instead of the Aeroplanist, the Foe and the Magician, the spot of the Psyche in IVL before. I don't remember the day. I'm sorry, but this is nearly what happened. And oh yeah, Noleo's Mad Red Church. There is still the mechanic that has the slow decoding, the slow vaulting debuff that make her hard to play against Opera. So let's see what the builds are. Mechanic with Knee-Jerk and Flywheel, Aeroplanist with Tide, Psychologist with Knee-Jerk, and Knight gets with it got the Flywheel. So they were expecting they were kind of expecting a Sangria for the IV, for the Knee-Jerk pick of the Psychologist that is good in the spot she chose. So let's see where she's gonna put herself. On Graveyard, pushing the Psychologist stop, but the mechanic has to watch. He has to watch out for the bot of the mechanic, because if she's left alone, she can decode freely, and that's not really good for her. But she's gonna kite at least 90% the Psyche, or maybe if he's brave enough, going pressuring the Psyche up and go for the mechanic, but the mechanic can rotate out. So I think the chase is gonna be the Psychologist. Yeah, we are entering second round, first half. The Flame Chasers, Hunter versus Big Bad Gaming Survivors. Good luck and fun to both teams. We entered the game now, and he's brave, like I said, going for the Knight, or trying to predict the rotation of the mechanic. The Knight goes at the right, predict the ability correctly, tries to get the second ability predict. Maybe he gets it in time, so this is really good for the Knight here. Buys time for free, so yes, he tried to go for the Knight and gets the first hit pretty quickly. He remains in this spot. I wouldn't do that. Maybe go like in depth into Graveyard. Try predictability again, but he's baiting Flywheel, doesn't get the Flywheel, so this is gonna be a pretty quick down for the Sangria here. So the Cypress all are 50%. We still unfortunately have a mechanic. Goes abnormal Disciple of the Psychologist, so she tried to counter a little bit of the pressure of the Cyber Rush of the mechanic with the abnormal, and I think it's a pretty good idea for Flame Chasers too. and the mechanic goes in, gets the shadow dance, and this knight is going down surely. Yeah, gets the terror shock. The mechanic is off health now, and this is gonna be the second share of the knight. Maybe they can they try to sell this only because the knight doesn't have any resources to work with after the rescue. So doing the rescue is kinda not that good. The mechanic heal herself up with the bot. The knight is returning in the manor, and we are changing towards the psychologist here. Misses the dash, gets the Nitus, but she rotated out shortly, so he's gonna go for the Aeroplanist instead. The Aeroplanist has all the resources to work with, gets the jetpack to go in broken, but still not that. Ooh, misses the swing, misses the second one, gets the third one though after the pilot drop. The Cypers are looking a bit healthier than before. Gets the second jetpack. 50 seconds cooldown. Maybe. Oh, got. He's changing. His W ability is going to pressure the psychologist again. Gets the Tinnitus on the bot, down the bot, and she kinda knows. Doesn't have Tinnitus in this graveyard. Heal up the gets the abnormal down. So the Cypher in graveyard is returned to a 38%, but they have a lot of Cypher started. So if they play this carefully, they can secure the tie. Goes for the Aeroplanist again. The Aeroplanist has another jetpack to work with. Beautiful movement. Gets the hit on the Aeroplanist again. Rusts into the pallet. The Aeroplanist couldn't expect that. Gets the jetpack out, and he's gonna go down quickly. And near the Mechanic Cypher, but the Mechanic Cypher is going to end surely. So is not really pressure. No, she get out from there. So if he manages to force the rescue earlier, and if he knows he can double down this. If he double downs, this is huge actually. Goes for the mechanic down. Go for the Aeroplanist here. The situation is looking good for the survivors too, because the mechanic is gonna go up shortly. Oh no. Maybe not. 80%. No, she manages to get up as the abnormal though. So they have 3 Cypher started. So even if she tries to abnormal this is pretty good for the survivors to make for the survivors because they have 3 Cypher started at the same percentage. So this mechanical only has to secure this one, but it's not that easy. Secure it, gets it down on the mechanic, doesn't have exit path. So this is pretty huge for the Sangria here. The Aeroplanist is returning in the manor, but the psychologist manages to finish the Cypher, but the mechanic doesn't have borrow time. So they will pop and doesn't secure anything here. So the mechanic didn't manage to buy time at the rescue, and now it's only the psychologist and the sangria. No, they know where the dungeon is at. So if the psychologist manages to kite long enough for the mechanic to return in the manor, that will be insanely good. Doesn't have tinnitus, still tinnitus, so he can return back maybe with the shadow dance. No, she will return in the chair. Doesn't have tinnitus, still doesn't have tinnitus, so she has to try to go for the dungeon instead. Doesn't have flywheel to secure the dungeon escape, but she's really near to it. The mechanic is going down shortly. Gets it down, but she will get out. So this is actually a 3 escape for the survivor side. A 3 escape. What the hell? 1 escape for the survivor side. This will be better. Like the sangria in this match did everything correct. I wouldn't share honestly the mechanic. Maybe just let it bleed out. Because they popped before she got on the balloons, so he knew she didn't have how is it called, borrow time. So maybe he could just bleed it out and go for the psychologist. And I don't know about that throating at the end game too. Like, he went for graveyard, didn't think about getting on the dungeon spot, because he went there for a lot of times. So he still didn't manage to get it in time, and I think that dungeon escape kind of carried there, because that was really close between the survivor and under. But this is good for the matchup to keep going, because they can manage to get the hunter can manage to get a 4K and secure the second round, and now this is all on the survivor to secure at least 1 escape to tie the things up, or tie the game to win the round and secure themselves the round 3. Because in the round 3 they can choose the side, and they can try to go for the hunter first. So they can manage to get on the hunter first and secure the 4K needed. We surely are gonna enter the second half bumping phase. So this is a bit of pressure now on the survivors, and they need like to get because they chose red shirts. So I tried to guess that they practice that a little bit in round 2. Still not a surprise pick, because like red church is kinda popular in round 2. Let's see what they do. We are entering the bumping phase now. CR mechanic ban. We don't want the decoding. Ivy ban in Red Church. This is pretty good. There is the Goatman open though, so we might see a Goatman here. Even though as a round 2 and round 3 hunter, usually they don't train for they don't train Goatman. The Survivors goes with FO on the first 2 slots, and they are discussing it. And Novelist. Novelist gets value from this. Like, this is good. This is really, really good. This is good for the Survivor side. Antiquarian is banned. Let's see what they pick here. Maybe Aeroplanist, yeah, okay. Aeroplanist, they have the Sangria open though, so they can be a bit risky, I might say, but still good because he can reach spots easily. Oh, ciao Gumball, ciao Jasmine. Hello Italian people. And Lucky Guy pick. We've seen a lot of Lucky Guy here. Not gonna lie. Lucky Guy right now has that value that he doesn't kite. Okay, I get the bot of the mechanic and the code. Oh, I kite, get me elbow pads, perfume, flare gun, everything. Like, he's pretty versatile as a survivor. He's pretty flexible too. So this is good. This is really, really good. I think they will try to go with maybe all of them with borrow time, Aeroplanist with something between flywheel and knee jerk and tide. So this could be good, or even tide alone. Yeah. Lucky Guy can go with knee jerk and borrow time, and the Novelist knee jerk whatever, and the Novelist with whatever with borrow. We will see the Dreamers gameplay. I'm so happy. The Dreamers gameplay is actually pretty funny to commentate. Even if I'm alone in this house, I really like the team comp. This team comp against Divu. But so this is not gonna be that easy for the hunter here, but usually Dreamers gameplay Dreamers are so cracked that even if it's not easy, they can still do it. And we will see the Novice, the FO, and the Hero with borrow time, and the Novice with flywheel, and the Lucky Guy with full kite. So yeah, the weakest kite, the risk to be the weakest kite is the Lucky Guy. So putting him with knee jerk with Sui is pretty solid in my opinion. This Dreamage she can try to go for the Lucky here, in my opinion. Maybe they can force them to go at the right and do and remain in God Kite and use that spot up. They have to manage to not get out, to not get the hit before the patroller, because that will be pretty bad for them, because patroller just secures the down there. But let's see how it goes. We are entering second round, second half. Big Bag Gaming Hunter versus the Flame Chaser Survivors. Good luck, have fun to both teams. This is the fourth time I say that. Let's see if we have even I don't know eighth time. Maybe we go OT, and I still have to commentate this all alone, all by myself. So let's see who is gonna be our chase. Yeah, we are going for the lucky guy, and the lucky is remaining in the shack, not rotating out. Hmm, the novelist starts a side player here, so they kinda grouped together. Got the bot, so didn't get so lucky on that first on that first pull, and he's gonna get the hit before the patroller happens. So I think this lucky guy is gonna go down soon. Gets the flywheel though. The other leash gets in time to that, so he's gonna get on the chair. The Cypress are looking so healthy for them. Gets the leech again. The good thing was he didn't get the hit with the main body, so he can't leech someone else. So there is still two leeches in the field. The FO comes in for this rescue, gets the patroller out, so this is gonna look hard for the FO, but it's still an FO though. Gets the patroller out again, gets the TS though, so this is looking not that good for the survivor side. She manages to get the second leech on this on the first officer, so it's already three leeches in the field. Their plan is go there with the jetpack as to secure the second rescue. Doesn't get the TS, so the lucky guy now has to use this tide to go away, but the aeroplane remains too near of the main body, so he's gonna get down too. So this is a double down situation for the hunter here. She can still reach. The aeroplane goes for the lucky guy that is returning in the manor now. And the aeroplane is getting shared. The situation is kinda unrecoverable. Unrecoverable. Unrecoverable now. The novelist tries to come in for this rescue to happen. Gets the book out, so he can reach the rescue. Is gonna be after half though, so still pretty good for the hunter, because this aeroplane is returning in the manor after the second share. She goes there with her leech, I guess. I try to guess at least. No, it's the main body. No, it's a leech. I had a 50% and I missed it. Oh, we leech the aeroplanes only to not get the main body to go there, and just because we have the main body. The FO is half health. The novelist. This is gonna be a second. The second after half rescue, or maybe no rescue. They know where the dungeon is at though, So let's see if they can pull off the the one escape needed at least. Go to the window with the main body. Beautiful positioning here of the hunter. She has blink though, so it's gonna be down with blink. No, she can't make it. Maybe this second one. No, the four remain there, avoids the hit, doesn't avoid the second one. The aeroplanist got up, so no exit path to work with anymore for the aeroplanist. This looks like a 4K here because the FO just can go in the chair because Blink is up soon. Is up soon for this leech. Tries to predict though, but doesn't make it. So it's a 4K here for the Dreamage, and this is huge. This is huge for Big Bad Gaming to maybe secure this game. This game in R3. So now the score is one win and one draw for Big Bad Gaming, and only one draw for the Flame Chasers. Now the game the game is scored 6-3. This one is scored 6-3. Pretty huge here for Big Bad Gaming, and the game difference of this matchup. So let's see if the Flame Chasers wants to do another sub. We will see that shortly in 1 sec. Let me talk to the chat, y'all. The points are I think 11 and 8. Yes, because it's 6-5, and I think it's 6-8. 6-8. So they are the Flame Chasers are behind of 2 points for this matchup. So they need to be really careful in this round 3. We still got it though. We still got the round 3. Like it was kinda secured by that. But yeah. Okay. No subs from the Flame Chasers. This round it's really important for R3. Chat, what do you think about this matchup? What do you think? It's funny, it's entertaining to watch, or it's not? We didn't see Darkwood though. We didn't see it. So I think they didn't experimenting that. I'm so sad. I'm so sad about that. Well, let's see what the Flame Chaser is going to pick here. Let's see, y'all. If they ban Darkwoods, I'm gonna scream. I'm not gonna scream like intentionally, but I will scream. Let me see, y'all. Oh my god, 25 people is watching me going absolutely insane. Lamal. Arms Factory is banned. Let's see what Big Bang Gaming is going to pick in response of that. A small map band, so maybe they will try to pick something for the survivor side here, because they can try to predict. They will try with going with the Hunter first, but they will pick Mullet instead. Oh, Consi, wait. What happened? I think. So Mullet is gonna be the pick here for this round 3. This, I think. This is actually interesting to see, because I don't really like Mullet if the Hunter is going first. If the Hunter is probably going first, if he doesn't go first, it's still good. Top 5 Hunter that hard to watch: Alva, Ivy, Fool's Gold. Nah. Maybe Alva, like, it's not hard to watch. It's more like something like when you're alone to commentate, it's still pretty hard to do. But guys, like, I didn't predict it correctly. They will go with Surf first. This is kinda interesting. Sylveon, are we kawaii today, cons? I'm always kawaii. I got 2 cards. I got 1 card of Sylveon, and that's absolutely lovely. I can't show you that, but that's absolutely lovely. But guys, we got Surf first. So it's gonna be Big Bang Gaming Hunter versus the Flame Chaser Survivors. This is dangerous, because the win con here is a Lista 4K, because they can't really manage to recover from that. The score is 11-8. If they go 3-1, there is still chance to recover. So yeah, the win con here is a list. I can't think of 2 or more. Seb, you never thought. So this is gonna be round 3 bomb pick phase. Priestess and then Balmer ban, Goatman and Ivy. Goatman is really strong here, so banning him is really good, and then Balmer gets a lot of value here in Mullet, so it's good to ban him. Another mechanic in this matchup, and Seer pick. So finally Seer is exiting the ban cage and going into the survivor roster. Let's see who is gonna be the 3rd ban here. It's gonna be Meteo. That Meteo, it's still really good in Mullet. I bet $50 on TFC on escape. Gumball, give me those $50. Mercenary pick in Mullet. Danger for not having a healer here with the Psychologist. Yeah, they will ban the Psychologist to avoid the healing buff on the Mercenary. We kinda have one or 2 or half, 1.5 weak hitter, and we get the Coordinator here. Like I said before, I really like Coordinator. In Mullet she works well because it's hard. I said hard. I don't want to predict a flare gun miss, but it's a bit hard to predict to avoid the flare gun for the hunter. They only to make the things easier for the hunter. Easier. Only to not put some pressure on the hunter. They need a tie, and in mullet, it's not that easy to do because the cyber are spread out. You really need to be careful. Like I always say, on mullet, you see the real strength of a survivor team, because it's one of the if the weirdest and harder maps for the survivor to play in, for the distance of the Cypress and everything. And yes, we will see the Peddler in round 3, and she can secure that. She absolutely can secure the tie. Okay, because she's the tie queen. She stole the crown. She stole the crown from the disciple and became the queen of ties, and she can manage to traversing the distance in this map with the vine. So yeah. We are spawning kinda classics, kinda the classic, the mechanic there. They need to rotate on the left, in my opinion. The peddler either can go for the coordinator maybe here. It's kinda hard only for the flare gun there, because the flare gun kinda secures some seconds bolt. The mechanic can secure the decoding progress needed. The series is gonna be the one with full kite. Kinda interesting. They predicted the mechanic won't be the chase because of first stop and secure the borrow time. But we only have one kite here, so the first kite means everything in this round 3. We are entering first half round 3. Team Flame Chaser survivors gonna against Big Bad Gaming Hunter. Good luck to both teams. So we are going for this year because he can get a lot of value while not in the chase. The sniper is gonna be blocked, so the mechanic rotate, like I said, towards the left near the broken thing, but gets the first hit pretty quickly on this here. So this doesn't look good for Israel. Gets the thing here. Does it drop the pallet? Doesn't get the hit on this pallet. Have the ult to work with. Doesn't try to bait it. Can secure the second one, but he's gonna get shipped right away. No, avoid it with flywheel, but he's gonna still go down. I think the better flywheel was not to go in the wide open, but go maybe at the right, so you can reach quicker the other pallet to work with. So it is a strong first down for the hunter here. predicts the position of the mercenary, but he get out with the elbow, secures the star, but doesn't really buy some more time. Goes in the corner again. This spot couldn't isn't used that much, but this I think they won't do the second rescue here. Just focus on the snipers. But it's still really hard. The mechanic is here actually. Yeah, the mechanic is here in the circle in the two stories. So she forces to put and she sees the mechanic with wanted order, so she can try to push it. A lot of resources here to work with for the peddler. So I think she's gonna get this down quickly. Doesn't get the chip damage. The coordinator gets the body block, but still the vine is up. The vine is up. And avoid the vine. Gets the drop down hit on the all owl. Avoided it again. Have to win this mind game, but it's not that easy. Beautiful job here from the seer to secure a bit more time. The bot of the mechanic is in there. I think Tinnitus will trigger. No, okay, Tinnitus didn't trigger, so she now can go, yeah, for the coordinator that doesn't have any resources to work with. Miss the first chip damage, doesn't get this. Oh, get the stun actually. Use the maybe a little misclick. Drop the pallet. It's not that easy to work on this spot against Peddler. Tries to get the pallet, but she didn't make it. They need to not pop that cyber because that might be dangerous for them. Or maybe they can, yeah. They can because they are near. That's the main thing. Blocks the cyber. If she manages to stuff this rescue with the chip damage, this is huge. Doesn't get the chip damage as the recharge as a wall near to work with. No. Yeah, she manages to get another chip damage. Get the chip damage. Get the hit. They can't really pop it though. So now this is pretty dangerous for the survivors here. The mechanic tries to go in for this rescue. Really dangerous here. Gets the vine. Maybe another vine can come in. Gets the terror shock though, and this is a 4K for Big Bag Gaming. The Flame Chasers were really close to make this, but the pressure on that rescue, the Valtar rescue, was too much, and yeah, you can crumble, no, because it's really much to do. Gets the heal, but they will go return in the manual. They will surrender, and with a 4K, there is no chance to recover from this. So it's gonna be a win by default. In the first half by Big Bad Gaming. Congrats to both teams. To both teams for this incredible matchup. This was kinda really good. This was close. This was really close. Like they bring this in round 3, and if everything about that solo escape make them able to make it for in the round 3 to secure this one. So great job from both teams. This was actually pretty funny to watch and commentate, even though I was alone. I want to thank the chat that they didn't make me insane or something. I'm really happy about this matchup, actually. What did you think, chat? What did you think? Because I think we will end shortly. Nobody is responding. I'm all alone in this house. Yeah, there is the delay though. But I think it's so for today. This was a great matchup. So even though I was alone, that was funny to watch. Thank you, chat. And I think it's all. GG again to both teams.